guys, it's Celia and I'm back with another video. So today I will be talking about postpartum shedding and giving you guys some tips on how I personally have dealt with and coped with it. A few months back I actually did do a video showing you guys exactly what I was dealing with. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll put it down below. I showed you guys all the shedding I was getting, all the tangling I was getting, especially at the roots. That's where my tangling was primarily happening, and my hair was just very dry. Even using my most moisturizing shampoos and conditioners, I just felt like nothing was really penetrating my hair. So yeah, that happened around 3 months when I started seeing signs of postpartum shedding, and it literally happened overnight. Like, the previous wash day was fine, I had little shedding, my comb was sliding through my hair. Then the next wash day, it was like a nightmare. So Samaya will be 6 months in about a week, and it's been 3 weeks of no shedding, no tangling, no dryness. So I'm pretty sure I'm in the clear now, and I just feel like my postpartum shedding is over with. So I just wanted to help you guys out and kind of give you guys some relief, because postpartum shedding sucks, and it's very depressing and hard to deal with, especially if you're someone who is just getting a lot of shedding and breakage and etc. So I'm just going to give you guys some tips on how to make it a little bit easier and less stressful. Okay, before I give you guys my tips, I did want to show you how much shedding I've been getting these last couple of weeks. So this is about the amount of shedding. There's some pink in it. I don't know where that came from. But this is the amount of shedding I've been getting after like a week's worth of hair these last 3 weeks. So this is from one wash day, and I'll try to put a clip of what I was losing, because it was so much bigger. It was like, it would fit in my hand how much I was losing. So I'm thankful that my postpartum shedding is over. But yeah, let me just get right into these tips. Alright, so my first tip is to pre-poo, you guys. Like, when I started pre-pooing a few months ago, it literally just made my life so much easier. I will put a video down below on how I pre-poo, but long story short, pre-pooing is just helping to detangle and moisturize your hair before you actually get into the shower and shampoo, condition, detangle, etc. So when I started to pre-poo, literally it just helped with my tangles so much. When I got into the shower, my hair was already detangled, so you know, I didn't have to worry about doing that in the shower. Wasn't losing any extra hair. And then also it was helping with moisture. You use moisturizing oils, and then when you go to shampoo, the oil does help to maintain that moisture, because I know a lot of people, shampoos can just dry their hair out, especially if you're going through postpartum shedding. My hair was so dry, so even using my best shampoos was not, my hair was still drying out. Conditioning, it just felt like my hair was not penetrating. So once I pre-pooed, had my jojoba oil, that's the oil I chose to use, on my hair, it literally just, I don't know what it did, but it just helped, and it helped my hair to remain moisturized. So if you're dealing with dryness, excessive dryness, if you're dealing with excessive tangling like I did, you definitely want to try pre-pooing. Now my next tip is to work in sections. I feel like this is just something every natural, especially if you have really thick hair, should do. But this is really important when you're going through postpartum shedding, because you want to make detangling as easy as you can. So I typically work in like 2 sections before postpartum, but once I started to, you know, have postpartum shedding, I was working in probably 6 sections, which was a lot for me. But you would think like 6 sections is too many sections. It'll make everything just 10 times longer, but literally it cuts down how much shedding you get, and also it just makes it easier so that you're not losing more hair. If you're trying to detangle a thick old section, you're going to be detangling for literally what feels like hours, and you'll probably end up losing a lot more hair. So working in sections definitely is a must. Another tip is to put your hair away, whether that is a protective style, braids, weaves, low manipulation styles like buns, twists, etc. Do it. Now, putting your hair in these styles is not going to stop your breakage. You are going to have it once you take your style down and detangle, but it will give you a break so that you don't have to literally see shedded hair every wash day. Me personally, I didn't really do protective styles. You guys know I don't really protective style, but I was wearing a lot of puffs and buns. You guys, for the most part, would just see me style my hair the first day in videos. On Instagram, you would see my hair the first day it was styled. After that, I didn't take any pictures because my hair was up in a bun for at least a week. This just kept my hands out of my hair, and it made sure that I didn't have to constantly wash my hair every couple days or whatever the case. So putting your hair up will definitely just give you a break so you don't have to constantly see the shedded hair. Now, me personally, I did not go through like losing my edges or anything like that. I know a lot of people, their edges and temples, their hair just literally falls out. So if you're dealing with hair loss like that or balding, whatever, definitely try some Jamaican black castor oil. I know everybody says that, but if you remember last year, 2017, I showed you guys I had a big bald spot right in the center of my head, and I used Jamaican black castor oil and it helped to grow it back. Now, don't expect to use this oil once every 2 weeks and think you're going to get growth. Don't expect to use it and think you're going to get growth overnight. It takes time. Especially, I feel like edges or just the perimeter of your head, even like the center and the back, are like the hardest parts to really grow back. So it's going to take time, but if you're consistent and you're staying away from tight ponytails, you're staying away from tight braids, you're not slicking down your edges, you will see growth. So just make sure you're consistent and you're not doing things that will just make it break off even more. I had to sit up a little higher. But yeah, another tip, if you are planning on leaving your hair out, try to do styles that will leave your hair a bit more stretched, even if that means working on dry or stretched hair. Doing twists and braid outs definitely would be ideal compared to wash and goes. This is a wash and go, you guys, and it gives me my tightest curls. And it tangles a lot easier than twist and braid out, so keep that in mind as well. When I literally, after I use these products, the Creme Nature, is it acai? Somebody told me I was saying it wrong. I don't know, I say acai berry and keratin line, the shampoo and the hair mask. I did a review on this. Literally the next week after I used this is when I did not see any of that, you know, the ball of shedding that I was getting. So I don't know if it was this for sure. I have a good feeling because it's like it happened literally after I used these products. And also, you guys, I believe keratin is like, it's a protein. So after I did this protein treatment is when I started to see my hair go back to normal. So I definitely recommend you guys to try a deep treatment, try a strengthening mask, try a protein treatment, because those are known to strengthen your hair, to make it less fragile, and less likely to break off. They're supposed to help in aiding with breakage. So I'm not telling you guys to use these ones exactly. There are a ton of other protein strengthening masks, but these are the ones that I used that worked. I know Aflogy has strengthening and protein mask. I know, who else? There's a ton of other type of masks like that, but yeah, definitely you want to be doing those type of masks. So I hope this helped you guys out. I don't feel like these tips are anything like spectacular. I'm sure everybody else done said these tips, but this is what has worked for me, and I just hope I can help someone out there. So definitely, if you guys have dealt with postpartum shedding, comment down below and share what you did to kind of cope with it, just so we can help each other out. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.